going on with y'all, man? It
This
is
guy
Black
got a lot of
Balloon,
good details. Black Balloon,
and
y'all
I'm
gotta check him out
back
on
with another
YouTube.
video, man. So y'all already know
When
what's
I saw
going
this, I was
on.
like,
All right,
dang.
y'all.
Like, it's just like a
Now,
coincidence that
I swear these
everybody's
people got
just
to be
like
watching my
finding
videos at this
details. Let me
point.
shut up though.
The other day, when I compared
Y'all see Connor
Kanye
right there.
and the limo thing to
They
Casanat,
that's matching
DJ
colors.
Academics posted the same video the next day. Obviously, that clip is very old, and a lot of people know about that clip, but I found that odd. Now, yesterday, I was pretty much the first one to do a video on ASAP and Michelle Lambie and him on the
Yeah,
Joe
yeah,
Budden
yeah.
podcast.
I
And
saw
now,
that too.
basically, this morning, Ian Connor just comes out, flat out says that ASAP Rocky had ASAP Yams killed,
See, I
basically
wasn't the only one
sacrificed
that saw
by
that.
Iron Now.
A lot of people saw
I
that.
don't believe in no coincidences, but anyways, that's not an old theory. Remember, I talked about it in the video yesterday. I briefly talked about how
Y'all gotta go
ASAP
check out
Rocky, I
that video.
believe, he
That's
sacrificed
Yams
ASAP
right there
Yams,
for
and ASAP
those that
Yams
don't know.
was basically the founder of ASAP Worldwide. And founder slash co-founder. Basically, he was the original one, so to speak, right? And Ian Connor this morning, I was like, oh,
That's
I
what
gotta,
I had
I'm
posted the
gonna do
other
a
day.
video about this immediately. Him and ASAP Rocky been beefing for a while, right?
Look at the
Ian Connor
timing. Look at the
career
date it is.
started off
This is
early in
recent.
fashion, huge staple in fashion, had major influence over the fashion industry, and rappers introduced a lot of artists to ASAP, Lil Yachty, Playboy Cardi. In a sense, he was responsible for a lot of different artists' come up. He also styled a lot of artists that you know today.
In Connor took me to his house. He didn't have to tell him I was
Yeah, I remember that come up with all the clothes and the fashion and different artists. Everybody like, who is this guy coming out of nowhere? Just
this weird ass in my house.
he was Playboy Cardi best friend too before they got famous.
You know, it's like, oh, it's the graphic designer I was telling you about. He has some graphic designs he wants to show you that I'm gonna have.
He's still kind of involved in the fashion industry to this day, right? Although he has a lot of stuff surrounding his name, which we are going to get into the 33 allegations as of 2020 against him for basically assault. No
Yeah,
official
bro, gotta stay
charges,
away
which
from
is
them
very
girls.
odd how the year 2020 he ended up with 33, exactly 33 allegations from different
That's
women
wild.
about assault, right? This tweet was Rocky killed Yams. I don't even care no more. It is what it is. Then he
He
responded to
definitely don't
someone who
saying
said,
that.
playing with your dead man's name to get at Rocky ain't trill. Ian Connor said, killing your mans for self-gain ain't trill.
Yeah, definitely not. You can't kill your partner for the come up.
And
That's
now, if y'all
crazy.
don't know, this is ASAP Yams. ASAP Yams died in 2015, y'all. So we're looking at basically a decade since his death. And
It's
what
all
you're gonna
about
find
timing. Remember
to
that.
be
Them
very
times.
interesting about his death, I think the official cause, I may have to look it back up. I think the official cause was too much lean.
Buddy
No
was drinking.
problems, and he might
He
have
was
died in
drinking
his sleep,
Henny,
right? I think
lean,
that was the
and doing
official cause.
bars.
We'll look it up here in a
He was
second.
definitely doing bars,
So
chewing
what
them.
you're gonna find to be very interesting, right? And I don't think this is a coincidence. He died January 18th, 2015. We'll get right into, the meat of it. January 18th in 2015 was on a Sunday. That right there tells me that
Everything you need to know.
he
Everything
was
happened on
ritualistically
Sundays.
sacrificed. I believe he was sacrificed. I believe ASAP Rocky had a hand in that.
Of
Just
course.
like when we talked about yesterday, him
Of
having
course.
one of the most infamous
Iconic.
pictures standing in that pentagram, which I could put on the screen. It's been so many, it's probably been 1,000+ videos where they use that photo. And now what you're gonna also find very interesting about this photo it's obvious that A$AP Rocky is the only one standing
In the middle.
of the pentagram.
All this salt, and look at the
energy of this
stars
room.
making the
Looks
stars.
dark. Now this photo seems to
When
be
you
black
inside
and
the
white,
star, you're the
but
only.
just
That's
look
how
at it.
you entrap the
Something
spirit.
else you will find
That's what
very
I've
interesting.
been seeing.
This was done before A$AP
So why
Yams
he in the
died.
middle though?
If you could tell, this is A$AP Yams right here to
That's
the right.
crazy.
It's like the shortest guy in the crew almost. That's him right there. They are all holding some kind of book. You don't know what they're holding. A$AP is the only one in the middle of this pentagram.
That looks crazy,
this
bro.
was officially done for video, I think. With candles. Candles surrounding the pentagram. 3 candles just happen to be at the point furthest in front of A$AP
That's
Rocky.
wild, bro. Let me get my head out of the way. Look at that.
This photo. But this photo has
Gotta
been
do
down
investigation
one
on
of the-
this.
You know, just like I was saying, like the most infamous, greatest conspiracy photos there is when it comes to hip hop.
This junk is
fashion.
famous. Been around for a while. Look at the stars making the
That's A$AP
stars.
Yams right there, y'all.
Every bite has to be carefully calculated because out there, it's already
What? Oh, you know, buddy gotta get a little check. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know, man. Every time I put out an album, or every time I'm about to release an album, for some fucking strange reason, I always lose somebody close to me. My pops, it was Yams, it was my sister.
Bro, it looks soulless in his eyes. Want to play like he don't know what's going on.
Shit feel like, some crazy shit, like jinx or some shit. Without being superstitious or just paranoid, I just.
But you know exactly what you doing. You hang out with the main people.
Do shit, bro.
Now the thing is, this man just told y'all you can forget everything you watch in
Right.
this video.
He literally
This
did.
one clip tells you everything.
Somebody die.
And I think I talked about this maybe like a year plus ago. I don't know. The man literally said every time he puts out an album, somebody around him dies.
And it's always important people. You know it gotta be somebody close to
He
you.
just told you. He dropped the album and A$AP Yams died. Dropped an album, his dad died.
That's crazy.
He's telling you. And then said, I don't know if this is like a jinx or something, but I'm getting tired of it. And sitting there acting like he don't know why this is happening.
Right. Playing innocent.
Think about that.
Playing games with people's life.
And now, think about those tweets. It was crazy that we could be back talking about this again because someone just tweeted something about him having something to do with A$AP Yams' death. Now, what I thought was very interesting, which is why I screenshotted this, he died January 18th, 2015, to show you that it was on a Sunday. Sacrifice Day, Sundays. Y'all
That's
already know.
crazy.
Now, what is even more spooky about the situation is his death date this year fell on a Sunday. January 18th was just last Sunday. And now Ian Connor, a week later, is basically accusing A$AP Rocky of things that we've thought for a very long time, that he had something to do with the death.
Of course he did.
Of
They
his
was
close
friends.
friend at
Best
one time.
friends. You know you always gotta
Was also
sacrifice your
very
closest
influential, obviously, because he
that mean the
basically
most to
started
you,
the whole A$AP
or you're not gonna
movement.
get nothing for it.
And we know a couple of them guys. I think A$AP Bari, who was like the V-Long guy, he has some allegations of SSR.
Yeah, V-Long. Y'all remember that clothing brand?
Seems like
Look how close
that
they
was
are.
already fitting around
Bro,
their
come
crew,
on now.
although Ian
You can't be
Connor
that
says
close.
that,
Scoot over.
you
Scoot
know,
over,
A$AP
bro.
got a bunch of girls to come at him and accuse him of it, and it wasn't true. That I'm not really sure of, because he kind of looks like he might go down that route of forcing himself on some women. But
Can't be doing that.
if I'm not
That ain't P at
mistaken,
all.
and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there was ever any charges against him officially. Now, Ian Connor also modeled for Yeezy. I mean, he's been all over.
Yeah,
the
he's very,
industry,
very, very
working
influential
with
when
the
it comes to
top
fashion.
artists,
The boy,
fashion-wise,
he has a
for
good
very
eye
long
for it.
time. I think he's actually 33 years old this year. His
That's
birthday
crazy.
just passed. So I find the timing of all of this to be a little bit on the weird side. But with that being said, let's just jump into some clips about people talking about Ian Connor.
I gotta make this a part 2.